respect. My content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. No, it'll change on me, goddamn. My content, everybody that's okay. No, for real, for real. My content ain't for everybody. Ain't no reason for you to be fighting in the air, call me a whole bunch of BITHs and throwing shit at the TV or the phone or whatever the case it be. Please don't hurt yourself. The doctor's still trying to figure out your chain of thought. Are you okay? Pookie, wookie, wookie! No, it ain't over me because my content ain't for everybody, and that's okay. You could go find entertainment somewhere else at the end of the day. Don't bring up your blood pressure. Watch me disturb your own goddamn peace. It ain't over me. I'm Nia G, with love and respect. No, for real, for real. To the genuine ones with no malicious intentions, I truly hope all is well on your end, and I truly hope that you continue to find peace within, regardless to who gave up on you or overlooked you during your journey. My content is not for everyone. It's not. And that's okay. Healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process, and I say that respectfully. It's not. Someone said that you didn't have potential. Someone gave up on you, didn't know how to protect you, they don't know how to respect you. They took your kindness to weakness. You mad and you are worthy, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not. And I am Nia G, with respect, and today is currently May 22nd, 2025. No, it's a change on me. My content right, that's okay. No, it's a change on me. Amongst hands, how many people have been catfished? No, entertainment on me. Horrible. Entertainment purposes only. No, it's really the train of thought for me. Entertainment purposes only. Let me tell you about what happened to me, what happened by me minding my business one day and decided to say, you know what? I want to come out of my comfort zone, do something different, try something new, and it changed on me. Have a conversation with somebody different. Who would have knew it was been the internet that day? Let alone, not even internet. You ever had one of those family members or whatever the case may be that try to hook you up with somebody else that they knew, but they really didn't know them, but they knew them, but they didn't know them? It tricked on me. I didn't sign up for this bullshit. No, for real, for real. So let me tell you what happened, whatever the case may be. So, you talking to the person politicking or whatever the case may be. They start telling you what they like to do and or whatever the case may be, blase, blah, whatever the case may be. It's time for meeting up time. You ever been disappointed with them being disappointed because at the end of the day, it's not only that someone didn't look like they pictures, but what the fuck happened to you, bitch? It's a change on me. I didn't sign up for this bullshit. First of all, we even go out to eat yet. What the fuck is in your fucking teeth, bitch? No, it's really the truth of me. Why the fuck is your teeth talking back to me? And what the fuck is that? It look like something is growing in your shit. I didn't sign up for this bullshit. Your pictures don't look like that. No, for real, bro. A motherfucker would suck you out your eyes like when it come to time and day. You had a filter on this whole entire time? That's a crime, right? Oh my God, I'm trying to rewind my time when it come to my eyesight, my time and day. No, for real, for real. You ever had to realize at the end of the day that you wanted to fight the person who introduced you to somebody at the end of the day? They like, I ain't speak to them mad years, son. They said you was gay. Why is always the gay cousin you got me putting them more minutes of bullshit? No, it's a train on me. I didn't sign up for that shit. No, for real, for real. You ever have one of them cousins or whatever the case may be like, yo, I got somebody for you. They probably be a good fit for you. I don't know them like that. I wouldn't date them myself, but you probably be a good fit for them. Oh. You got one of those cousins that's mad annoying that just be doing shit just because, and they just remember some shit that just ring a bell like, oh yeah, I remember somebody told me that if I had a gay cousin to let them know. And it was that bitch that day. I didn't sign up for this bullshit. I'm ready to fight you. I swear I want to whoop your motherfucking ass, motherfucker. No, it's really the shit that thought for me. How this motherfucker gonna say, how was your day? I didn't make it to the fucking day because you lied to me. I ain't lied to you. I just didn't tell you. No, it's really the shit that thought for me. How a motherfucker would make you feel at the end of the day, yeah, you got this, cuz. I wouldn't fuck them on my worst day. Not even on my drunk night. Ah, shit. I didn't sign up for this bullshit. No, it's really the shit that thought for me. So why the fuck would you put me on the slip? Because you got a heart. First of all, The vocabulary didn't even fucking make sense at the day. And I don't mean no motherfucking disrespect because, come as you are. But, everybody is not your type when it comes to common sense. Not only did this bitch get to the destination, but I'm trying to figure out at the end of the day, what the fuck did I really sign up for? This motherfucker didn't know if they was fucking coming or going. Gonna talk about, yeah, I had a long day. It looked like you had a long fucking day with the motherfucking long toe talking the fuck back to me. What the fuck is you wearing? No, that's way to try to throw for me. You ever met somebody off the internet or met somebody through a third party? And it was just like an epic failure, like, I would never forget this day, huh? Traumatized ain't the motherfucking word. You ever had one of those orange that was in on the bullshit too? I'm sorry, baby. No, it's weird to tell me. How the fuck you made me go out like that? I ain't know. Like, it was that bad though. We was waiting for you to get back to tell us. No, it's weird to tell me. You ever got off a date or whatever the case may be and got in the house and they couldn't wait to see your face? They was waiting at the motherfucking door. So how was it? Did you bring back any food? I didn't make it to the fucking date. I was embarrassed. You ever decide to go on a date with somebody but try to get through the date? Like sitting down with somebody and having a conversation? Imagine going out on your first date with somebody and all the motherfucker want to do is talk about their ex all day long. And you trying to figure out, where the fuck did I go wrong? I thought I was traumatized by my motherfucking past. I'm over that shit. What the fuck? Let's talk about something new, bitch. No, that's way to try to throw for me. I never understood that shit. Like, you on a first date with somebody. I understand that we politicking and shit, but damn, the whole fucking night we talking about your ex. Are you still in love? Nah, I'm over them. I'm done. Evidently you not, because you need a fucking therapist, motherfucker. I didn't sign up for this bullshit. No, for real, bro. You ever realize you became someone's therapist and you had to play this shit off like, damn, I'm not getting paid for this, but you know what? Since I'm here, like, I might as well participate at the end of the day. Because after tonight, I would never see you ever again. No, ain't a trade though for me. No, a motherfucker would psych you out your motherfucking train of thought. You ever went on a first date with somebody and realize why you rejected yourself in the first place? You ever had that gut feeling within you, like you had the bubble gups or whatever the case may be, like you had to go to the bathroom, but it was nothing there. No, it shaped over me. Like your whole body digested just said, don't go, don't go. Yeah, your ass still went anyway. Why did you do that? No, it's really the shit that for me. Only to go to the date, you looking fly, looking nice. What a waste of a time of a motherfucking outfit. No, it's the trade though for me. You ever had to iron some shit that you don't even do? No, for real. Because, you thought somebody would be a good fit for you, but only to realize, hold on 1 second, what a motherfucking fool. I was looking in the mirror. I chose me, but I almost overlooked me. Thanking God to be patient with me. No, it's really the trade that thought for me. Only to get to the motherfucking date and for somebody to say, you know what? I've been married. Not only have I been married, but, I'm still going through a divorce. I'm just having a hard time right now, and I thought we supposed to be going out on a date and having a good time. What happened? It's a chain of thought for me. I ain't know when you go out on a date with somebody, you supposed to be talking about your ex and shit. Reminiscing about what the fuck they done did to you and all this stupid shit. Like, I ain't that motherfucker. I ain't trying to get in your jaws, bitch. It's a chain of thought for me. I'm just trying to have a fucking good time. I came out my comfort zone. I thought we agreed to be on the same page. Hello, no misunderstandings. No, it's really a chain of thought for me. How you could be on the phone texting somebody all day long like you're about to have a good day? And only to realize, hold on 1 second, it wasn't even the month of April, let alone May. Bet you fooled the fuck out of me. It's a trade on me. Have a fucking good day. Nah, ain't you no respect. My content is not for everybody, and I say that respectfully. It's not. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you? No, for real, respectfully. It was the one-sided beef, this chick and this dude, or whatever the case may be. It was the one-sided beef with this chick and this dude. And it wasn't April Fool's. How they try to shortchange you to make you feel look like a fool. They wanted to shortchange you when it came to your blessings, but hold on one second. God actually lets you recognize you to go within to understand your faith. That makes up their concentration at the end of the day. That's why you have to project pain. You know, project the spell work in the toxic way, and you bent out of shape when you wasn't trying to catch your case. Why would I want to reject me when God is choosing me? Why would I want to overlook me when God is elevating me? Yeah, that energy is different. I had to heal trauma and pain, understanding my vision. Hold on one second. We all don't operate the same when it comes to pain. I wasn't looking at my neighbor like competition. I understood elevation is going to be patient time and day. I may get lost in my vocabulary, but I understood, hold on one second, I was really worthy to understand another day. That is just different. Always be yourself when someone says you don't got potential, and I say that respectfully. You know, healing trauma and pain is not a race. And practice makes perfect when you understand your lane. You could respect your neighbor all day long, but they would try to shortchange you because they doing shit for fame. The energy is different. When you fall from a hater, don't run through your vein. They would never understand God's elevation when you understand that testimony that day. How you had this chick and that dude trying to size you up, or because they lack self-control when it came to discipline, because you recognize yourself when it came to your worth. They said that you didn't have potential, but you was never the issue. You ain't have to project drama. All you knew how to do was respect your neighbor, to understand at the end of the day was having a bad day, emotionally unstable, but you still know how to respect your neighbor. We all don't operate the same when it comes to pain and time and day. The energy is different. How they watch you, trying to size you up. It's like that you're free when it come to your mental health, when you wasn't trying to act up. It be the train of thought from how they wanted you to be shaking in your boots, all because of the fact that they truly wanted you to get physical when they try to antagonize you that day. It be the train of thought for me, overcoming pain and time and day. That truly bothered their vocabulary because they forgot to go within and actually heal. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. How it took a group of people to go up against one person because so much we had potential. Your vocabulary hits different. That self-love, that unconditional love brought you balance that day to understand that, hold on one second, you wasn't trying to let yourself go. You almost disturbed your own peace, becoming your worst enemy. But hold on one second, you was far from a crash out. You understood that, hold on one second, God was really allowing you to elevate for all the right reasons, not to reject you when they said that you was a lame that day. But you just knew how to stay in your lane. The energy is different. We're not the same. They would never understand the conscious mindset of God. When you didn't have to think that you was better than nobody because you wasn't trying to catch a case. They tried to get you locked up, put you in the psych board, or because they wanted to dim your light when it come to your confidence. But you didn't reject you because God was still choosing you. You was never in competition with your neighbor because you truly fall from a hater. They would never understand God's elevation. Hi, neighbor. Always be yourself when someone says you don't got potential. I may be corny to you, but at the end of the day, I'm not for you. It be the train of thought for me. How they be wanting the spotlight on them, but hold on one second. I truly hope that God makes your day bright, and I say that respectfully because I'm far from a hater. How you can motivate someone every single day without trying hard and inspire them. At the end of the day, they be trying to shortchange you when it comes to your youth, you know, because at the end of the day, it starts within. That childhood within you. It would never fade away at the end of the day because you would forever heal it, especially when you dealt with trauma and pain. They would never understand why you stand before yourself today as the adult that you're becoming. You know, acting your body weight out your shoe size. We all don't operate the same when it comes to occupying our time and day. I wasn't trying to be on your vocabulary when it comes to, hold on one second, your bad habits. It be the same thought for me. How we all got different hobbies, but I still knew how to respect my neighbor, even if at the end of the day you wanted to shortchange me when it come to my dream, allowing me to choose me. I never thought I was a rapper, but I just knew how to be authentic. The energy is different when you truly paying attention. They tried to shortchange me when it came to my pockets, wanted me to be homeless, not to recognize my worth. But I understood that empty stomach because God showed me better days ahead. When it came to, hold on one second, I wasn't looking for a handout because God was showing me better days. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. When you fall from a hater, they will never understand God's plan. The energy is different. Elevation looks good on you today, and I say that respectfully when it comes to confidence. How it took a whole group of people in different communities and different zip codes and continents just to try to shortchange you with their bad habits, or because they lack self-control when it comes to discipline. If they forgot to stay in their lane, they didn't have their tax bracket. They wanted to shortchange you when it comes to your growth. But God was showing you that your Heavenly Mother, Father God, and remove their hands off that will that day. That hand is different. Always be yourself. And you was never in competition. They would never understand growth. It's sad and disturbing how someone will see that you have potential, and you don't got to try hard to motivate somebody or let alone inspire them. But they will look at you like competition. They will sit there, try to hack your devices, project spoke in a toxic way, gang stalk you right to left for you to reject yourself, but God was really protecting your mental health. When they try to get you locked up, put you in the psych board. They wanted to steal your heritage, let alone your pockets. They didn't want you to elevate. They wanted you to become your worst sin and be a bad crash out at the end of the day. But you understood what you overcame when it came to time, and they understand that testimony where you stand before yourself today. And God didn't make a mistake, because God was showing you why this chapter started with you and why it ended with you at the end of the day. That, hold on one second, I never gave up on you. Always be yourself. When someone says that you don't have potential, when you was never the issue, they try to steal your destiny, but they couldn't take your anointings. That blueprint that God endured through you, fall from a copycat, fall from a hater. That vein don't run through you at the end of the day, because you know how to respect your neighbor. The energy harvest off your energy, but God saw what they was doing with their lack of self-control when it came to discipline and staying in their lane. They mad at their culture or their tax bracket that day. How they try to size you up, send this person, send that person, got your next door neighbor, different area coach trying to line you up, telling you every move. Hold on one second, gang stalking was really real. When you spoke up for yourself, they called you a snitch, but that was, hold on one second, God was showing you that you was never mentally ill. God was just showing you patience when it came to time and day. I'm going to show you your enemy, letting your devil, when it comes to, hold on one second, truly protecting you, and you was never the issue. Jealousy and envy and hate is real, or because the innocent person was truly keeping the real. Never give up on yourself, hold on one second, especially when God got your back. They said God not real. But whoever you pray to at the end of the day, we may not pray the same, but I still know to respect my neighbor to stay in my lane. Excuse me, no thank you. I wasn't being disrespectful. It be the train of thought for me. How folks want you to get physical. Didn't matter about your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or age. When they try to get you out of character, that they didn't antagonize you. They paying this person, paying that person, something that you never signed up for. It be the train of thought for me. How you can motivate someone every single day without trying hard, but they would never put respect on your name because they got hate in their vein. You don't operate like that. That be the train of thought for me. When someone says you don't got potential, never give up on yourself, and I say that respectfully, especially when you was never in competition with your neighbor. And I say that respectfully. It be dudes and chicks be like they not girls, or dudes, or they don't like this community, or whatever the case may be, trying to paint you out to be the fool and villain their story because they want you to catch a case. They don't want you to elevate faster than them. They want you to reject yourself because they dealing with trauma and pain, but you still not respect your neighbor even on your worst day. How they in the background trying to shortchange you. They want you to be your worst enemy. Hold on one second. God never overlooked you. And never not one lie was told you because you didn't have to get physical. How they want you to call them out so bad, but God said, I put in my hands, I got your back. I got a better plan for you. Even when they try to get you locked up, put you in the sideboard to blackmail you. They trying to paint you out to being a villain in their story. They try to dig up your past and try to humiliate you. But hold on one second. I never overlooked you. The energy is different. They would never understand how you maintain that smile. Yes, you are beautiful. You know, jealousy and hate and envy is real. Everybody is not meant to be part of your journey. But it's called respect, neighbor. Regardless of your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age. And God has never been for sale and never was for sale. It don't matter about someone's culture, religion, sexual orientation, disability, or age. Respect's a two-way street. Someone is truly not for you, just stay in your lane. Ain't no need to try to rob somebody technically free will because you lack self-control when it comes to discipline. Y'all here acting your shoe size, not your body weight, talking about you grown, didn't matter your tax bracket. It be the train of thought for me. How God sees everything when you try to get physical with somebody, emotionally unstable, who would have knew, but your neighbor still knew how to respect you. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. And I say that respectfully. Never reject yourself because someone didn't know how to love you. Never reject yourself because someone projected lust on you. Never reject yourself because someone doesn't see your worth. Never reject yourself when you fall from a hater. You overflowed that wrong cup. But God showed up for you. And you wasn't doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing. Energy is different. They would never understand your existence. When they try to blackmail you, shadow ban you, disrespect you out loud to get a reaction. But God truly sees that you're truly making God proud every single day because you're showing up for you. God is not for sale. And God has never been for sale. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. Healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process. When God sends the right people into your life, it's not going to be malicious intentions because they don't have hate in their vein. Elevation looks different. It don't remind them of their pain when they overcame, or they still being patient with time and day. Something that they wasn't running from. The energy is different, but God closed certain doors in their life for all the right reasons, so they won't reject themselves another day. They don't look at their neighbor like competition because they was never competing. They don't got malicious intentions to project spell on an innocent person when it comes to your intuitions, and I say that respectfully because they're not trying to catch a case in the spiritual world, even when it comes to the 3D, and I say that respectfully. It be the train of thought for me. They ain't got to hack your devices, project spell on you. They ain't got a destiny swipe with you. Energy harvest off your energy when they got their own potential. when it comes to their own blueprint, being their authentic self. It be the train of thought for me. How we all don't operate the same when it comes to, hold on one second, we don't got to gang stalk each other because we don't respect our neighbor. How someone could truly motivate you, and all they have to do is just be themselves. But you would never put respect on their name because you talked about someone so bad, the most unhealthiest way. But God saw what you was doing that day. My content is not for everybody, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. I want to talk about love, my favorite topic, yeah. I'm Naya G. of respect, and when it comes to my creativity, I get it from my Heavenly Mother and my Heavenly Father God, and I say that respectfully. I'm far from a copycat, far from a hater. Being authentic will make someone bent out of shape when you wasn't trying to catch a case. They try to program themselves to think at the end of the day. You trying to be like them when you understand your own existence and stay in your lane. You wasn't trying to ruin your reputation, but they try to project pain. They got people looking at you like you so slow, stupid, and retarded. That you somebody you truly not. All the rest of, hold on one second, you was never wearing a mask because someone had malicious intentions to try to disrespect you up close in person. They wanted you to lose the opportunity of you choosing you because they were so miserable within. They forgot to love themselves to actually go within. When you was never in competition with your neighbor because all they had in their vein was nothing but hate and charm and pain. But you still knew how to respect your neighbor even when they try to blackmail you behind closed doors because God saw what they was doing because they lacked self-control. You know, when you authentic, it starts within. And can't nobody take what God endured within you. Because it's not on you, it's within you. And I say that respectfully. Love is real, love is one of a kind with the right one actually for you. It wasn't a game piece that day. Because action spoke louder than words, so maintaining your smile to make you mentally ill. The energy is different when it comes to your mental health. Someone wasn't trying to shortchange you or what you overcame. The energy is different because someone showed you better days. Someone truly shows you it's okay to love. Only realize someone truly was keeping it real with you, love. Someone brought peace into your life Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And just because moments, it wasn't lust, it was true love. Who would have knew that real love was in existence? Someone not overlooking you but actually sees you. Someone truly actually being faithful to protect your heart. Walking into the right person's arms, not one lie was told. Because God was truly showing you that real love was not supposed to lose control. You know, that is just different. Not having a hand problem. How someone can truly show you, hold on one second, get past them and get reality today. And God chose two people to actually recognize each other, to hold on one second, time and day and change and growth. Maturity looks different on you today. You understood your boundaries when it came to growth. You almost gave up on yourself when it came to the last testimony. Hold on one second, but God didn't make a mistake because God allowed you to elevate. You almost gave up on the love department, but self-love looks good on you today. You allowed yourself to allow the right person to walk in. They brought you balance when it came to communicating. Someone truly loving you, treating you right the first time around, that one lie was told, and someone didn't have to get physical with you to misuse you. That is just different. How someone brings you peace into your life. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And just because moments. True love was never complicated. Only if you realize you gain the love of a best friend and a business partner. Everybody's walk of life ain't the same when it comes to real love. Energy is different. Someone truly keeping it real with you, love. Imagine God sending the right person into your life. Falling in love every single day. They say fairy tales ain't real, but true love was in existence. Only was the hold on one second. You couldn't wait for the next chapter with the right person by your side. You gained the love and a best friend, a business partner. The energy is different. Someone truly showing you the vocabulary was truly real. Someone truly showing you the hold on one second. God truly allows you to heal. The energy is different. You ever got lost in your words, but you gained the biggest cheerleader up close in person and behind closed doors? How someone was actually by your side, not to dim your light. Someone was truly showing you it was okay to be emotionally available. That is just different. Someone allows you to feel that whatever I endured in my past, it don't live in my reality today. I never maintained a smile so healthy. It actually started within so I could choose not to overlook me. And it actually made sense when I look in the mirror. I am beautiful, I am handsome. Something that someone didn't see my worth, but I was willing to choose me. The energy is different. Only for the love of your life. Only to hear I love you every single day, for someone to truly treat you right. And it actually made sense because they was able to balance your smile even when they got lost in their words. You actually liked it. You know why? Because that was your perfect person in your eyes. Someone didn't have to tell a lie to you. They wasn't trying to have their cake and eat it too, but someone truly being faithful to you. That ain't just different. Imagine saying I do to the right person. It went from 1 year to 2 years to 3 years to 4 years to 5 years. The 30 years you put a name in your book when it comes to that healthy union. How God was allowing two people to see better days ahead. True love was never complicated, overflowing the right person's cup, and then have to project pain that day, love. That ain't just different. Because true love wasn't built though for lust. True love wasn't built though for spell work. And I said that respectfully. Someone genuine, valuing your time, didn't have to run game on you to actually value your time and day. Wow. When you're passing in your reality today, it wasn't about your money because someone was waiting to meet you halfway. It wasn't about sucking at your mental health because someone's willing to be on the same page with you mentally. Better days ahead, bringing you peace. That ain't just different. Financially stable, mentally stable, emotionally available. Who would have known that God allowed two people to love each other in the most healthiest way when God didn't overlook you? My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. But true love is not supposed to hurt. It's not, and my content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully, it's not. I'm far from a hater. I know how to respect my neighbor. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. I don't play with spoken in a toxic way. I don't energy harvest people's energy. I don't destiny swipe anybody. And I do not hack people's devices or gang stalk people. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, regardless of who got whatever animosity towards me, blackmailing me, trying to disrespect me, to see me frown at the end of the day. But God maintain my smile to shine the light on me at the end of the day, show me I ain't worthy. My content is not for everybody. It's not. And don't give up on yourself because someone looks at you like competition, or someone says you don't have potential, but they sit there and take notes on you. And they sit there because you had an interaction with them, a conversation with them, and you respected them, and only to walk away that you gained an enemy when you didn't even understand it, or because you don't respect your neighbor. Imagine someone inviting you to their table and only for them to project that you became their enemy. They never liked you. They just wanted to manipulate you. They just wanted to humiliate you. They just wanted to disrespect you behind closed doors and make you feel like you wasn't irrelevant of choosing you. And they said at the end of the day that you wasn't worthy. And next thing you know, you're being gang stalked. Next thing you know, you got your next door neighbor in different vocabulary, zip codes, or whatever the case may be, even continents projecting spell on you because someone lacked self-control when it comes to discipline. Didn't matter their tax bracket that day, how they had bad habits. They hacked your devices. Then when you spoke up for yourself, they was quick to call you a snitch, but you was truly far from that, and you would never hurt yourself. The energy is different. How they try to destiny swipe with you, but it was an epic failure because you can't take God's anointing. The energy is different. The energy harvest off your energy, but God restored you. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. Someone would try to sit there and say they would try to humble you because of the fact that you have confidence. Someone would sit there and try to say they would try to humble you, but you never switched up as to who you was, becoming your best self vision of yourself. Regardless if it's your creativity, regardless if it's loving yourself, you're just being patient with that. You just being patient with time and day, and you never thought that you was better than anybody. You just was willing to choose you, not to dim your light to become a crash out. And they had to dig up your past to try to humiliate you. They had to pay people to antagonize you. They paid people to gang stalk you, to humiliate you, to ruin your reputation. But you was never having an identity crisis. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not. When God sends the right people into your life, they don't look at you like competition, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. They don't have to gang stalk you. They don't have to project spell towards you. They don't have to hack your devices. They don't have to destiny swipe with you because they have their own elevation skills when it comes to their blueprint, their God's anointings. We may not all pray the same, but I still know how to respect my neighbor. And when the right people come into your life, they don't have the energy harvest off your energy. And they don't have hate in their vein because they don't look at you like competition because y'all was never competing, becoming your best self vision of yourself. The energy is different. Y'all able to sit down comfortably and respect one another. Never allow someone to project fear in you because you decided to say, you know what, I don't want you in my life anymore. And they're in the background trying to get you robbed. They're in the background trying to get your free will. They're in the background painting a false narrative of you that you didn't have to do to them because they lack self-control when it comes to discipline. And you could have probably dismissed this person probably 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and they're not even in your reality today. They would try to blackmail you as if you're actually in communication when you're not. But you know, God sees everything. And one thing you don't have to do is run from your past. That is just different. When you're done with somebody being in your life, it should be no reason why they're trying to blackmail you of old messages, old phone calls, or anything of that nature. The relationship is done. It doesn't matter what type of relationship it is. It should be no reason why someone is trying to get you locked up or put you in a sideboard to have you robbed. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Loving yourself is not a crime. So never allow someone to make you feel like you're wrong for choosing you when you was never in competition with your neighbor. And I say that respectfully because healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process. It's not. You can respect your neighbor all day long. You could do something for somebody. You can motivate somebody. And they will sit behind closed doors with a group of people and try to humiliate you, disrespect you, or even try to size you up. Or because you actually acknowledge the respect your neighbor. Yeah, everybody's not for you, but it's called respect, neighbor. Stay in your lane. How individuals will say, I'm not a girl's, I'm not a dude's, or I don't like certain folks in different communities or whatever the case may be. But then they have this narrative of trying to disrespect somebody in the most unhealthiest way, to bring harm towards somebody, or to ruin someone's reputation in the most unhealthiest way, or to bring a mindset towards somebody to get them robbed, or to do things in the background so someone won't be able to be financially stable. How this type of stuff actually happens. My content is not for everybody. Folks be like, I'm maturing, be acting they shoe size on their body weight. That be going over their head at the end of the day. Took them, I'm truly healed. If you was truly healed, you would love yourself. You wouldn't look at your neighbor like competition when they was never competing. But you truly mentally ill. It'd be the train of thought for me. How you play with spoken in a toxic way, neighbor. You forgot to stay in your lane, to adjust your own feeling, actually love yourself. How you lose control. Hold on 1 second. You forgot your own body weight. It be the train of thought for me when it comes to balance, when it comes to time and day to love yourself mentally. That's what you projected on the innocent person. You said they were stupid, slow, and retarded, mentally unstable. Or because you lack self-control when it came to discipline, staying in your lane. How this type of stuff actually happens when folks be doing shit for likes and views. Well, on cloud chasing, hold on 1 second, you was running after fame. But you forgot to love yourself when it comes to time and day. How you look at your neighbor like a hater? Now it's the opposite way around because that was in your vein. When your neighbor actually knew how to respect you, even when they couldn't see. We not the same. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. It's not a crime to be authentic. They said that you whack and you corny or nobody. They said you whack, can you corny, you and nobody, but you just believe the confidence. Hold on 1 second. I wasn't trying to reject me. I was only trying to not overlook me. That ain't just different when you're not trying to overlook you. But they want you to shortchange you. We don't express ourselves the same, but I still don't respect my neighbor. I may not tie my shoe the same when it comes to my vocabulary, but hold on 1 second. I wasn't trying to suck at your free will, neighbor. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. Just like that relationship, it may not have been for you because some little birdie decided to say, you know what, I don't think that's a good fit for you. Or that job opportunity, some little birdie said, I don't think that's somebody that's a good fit for your team. But when someone's able to think for themselves, they're not acting their shoe size, they're acting their body weight. They realize, hold on 1 second, that spell work is truly real. I overcame it. I ain't allowing nobody to disturb my peace. I can make moves on my own. I don't need nobody to tell me I need to do myself wrong. I ain't gonna lose out on a blessing at the end of the day. If God's telling me this person is truly for me, I ain't gotta play those type of games with an innocent person. You know, when the world's against you, the right people will never overlook you. And I say that respectfully. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. So if that relationship was truly for you, it would never overlook you. If that job opportunity was truly for you, it would never overlook you. If those group of people are truly for you when it comes to friends or family, they would never overlook you. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. They will be your biggest cheerleaders up close in person and behind closed doors. That remedy is different. It was never competition. It was never hating your vein. The energy is different. Overcoming pain and time and day, they would never understand elevation. Always be yourself. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. Loving yourself is not a crime. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you? I would never hurt myself, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding, and I say that respectfully. They do have my channel, shadow banned at the end of the day, but I'm only here for the genuine ones. I'm not begging nobody to like my videos. I'm not begging nobody to subscribe. All the negative energy with the evil lie, you can save it for your mother, and I say that respectfully. I ain't sent for you, but you came for me. How you shortchanged yourself, talking about you actually not mentally unstable, but you forgot to love yourself, projecting all that negative energy towards an innocent person, or because I truly got potential. I bought your mental health so bad, you sneak this to me right to left, trying to size me up, trying to make me feel I'm supposed to catch a case, only because of the fact that you don't know how to weather your own storm when it comes to your own existence, loving yourself, when you're trying to do me wrong. It be the train of thought for me. I don't play with spoken in a toxic way, but goddamn, maybe just stay in your lane. It be the train of thought for me. Always be yourself when someone says you don't got potential. I may not be entertaining to you. You could go find somebody else that entertains you. It's no need to sit on someone's page and have them shadow ban because you lack self-control. It should be no reason why you project and spell work on an innocent person, and all because of the fact that they know how to respect their neighbor. And you don't like the fact that someone got confidence. You like the fact that someone elevates. And someone didn't have to do anything to you besides be their authentic self. How this type of stuff actually happens. And the next thing you know, someone's being gang stalked. You know, gang stalking is really real. And there's a lot of innocent people that don't know how to speak up for themselves. And they're not doing it for likes and views or clout chasing. They didn't have to put on an act that ended like they was on the stage. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Your voice matters. And when the right community is truly for you, they will never overlook you. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. My content is not for everyone. And no, true love is not supposed to hurt. True love is not having a hand problem. True love is not taking somebody that they'll price they free in their pockets with the eyesight, and I say that respectfully. True love is not projected on lust or spell work. It doesn't matter about someone's upbringing, because someone that wasn't taught how to love, someone that was never respected, someone that was overlooked, or someone that was never protected, they can truly walk into someone's life and they can create a family, and they can actually walk into someone's life and bring the best out of somebody the most healthiest way. Without playing mind manipulation games, without shortchanging somebody when it comes to their mental health, without shortchanging somebody when it comes to their existence. And I say that respectfully, when they ain't trying to ruin someone's reputation. It didn't matter if someone didn't show them how to love. They actually will walk into someone's life and say, you know what? I never experienced love. Something I always pray for someone to keep it real with me, love. Me and you halfway. Someone didn't have to cause chaos and confusion, disturb your peace. Only realize they was not emotionally available. They was not emotionally available. Only for the realize you had to walk away. And God sent the right person to your life, not to mislead you or shortchange you when it comes to your health issues. And I say that respectfully, because you're still healing trauma and pain. They would never understand why you stand before yourself that day when it comes to confidence. The love of your life didn't have to do you wrong. The energy is different when someone truly was there to protect your heart, let alone your mental health, and how God showed you better days ahead, how you're past living your reality today. You overcame so many pain when it comes to time and day. Everybody's walking for life ain't the same, because healing will never be an overnight process. But you are worthy of someone loving you properly. You are worthy of someone meeting you halfway. You are worthy of someone meaning what they say, because when you fall in love with somebody, they say fairy tales is not real. But you can really walk into someone's life and fall in love with them every single day. It's possible. And y'all both on the same emotionally, available for each other. You know, like when you first start talking to somebody, like, I hope they don't switch up on me. I hope they don't mislead me with pain. Only realize it was never manipulation. They wasn't trying to have their cake and eat it too. Someone actually saw you not to get physical. Someone actually respects you, to acknowledge you. Hold on one second. All I want to do is maintain that span when the world's against you. I gotta go. Have a good day. I'm not aging on respect. My content is not for everyone. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone, and I always did. And I say that respectfully. It was never third party, and I don't work with third party, and I say that respectfully. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And one thing I don't have to do is lie. But people be blackmailing, be real. But one thing God never did was lie, because God saw what they was doing with their ill intentions. Ha! I gotta go. God ain't for sale. I'm Nia Genio, love, respect. Have a safe year, day, evening, week, weekend. You mad and you're worthy. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. Because someone said you don't have potential, that don't mean stop choosing you. That job opportunity did not work out for you, that does not mean stop showing up for you. As you least expect it, God gonna point you in the right direction, showing you why you didn't give up on you. You know, healing champagne is not a race overnight process. They gave up on you, they overlooked you. You overflowed their cup, they shortchanged you. They had self-control issues when you was never the issue. You respected folks even days when they couldn't see, but they tried to paint you out to be the villain. But God was really protecting your mental health, showing that you was worthy of understanding your existence. Hold on 1 second, neighbor. You didn't give up on you. I'm not your jail of respect. My content is not for everybody. Today is currently May 22nd, 2025. I'm closing this video out now at 8:57 p.m. And I say that respectfully. I'm far from a hater. I'm far from a copycat. Being authentic nowadays, goddamn neighbor. I wasn't trying to catch the case. I gotta go. Always be yourself, but no my last sentence. Just have a damn your light, neighbor. Don't damn your light. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. Peace and respect, your neighbor. Stop the vibe. She married whether don't dim your light. Go you, neighbor, don't dim your light. Thank you for your time. I'm Naya. Genuine love, respect. Have a safe evening. Protect your energy. Protect from your family. Stay out of trouble. You matter and you are worthy. They said you ain't have potential, but you was never the issue. Someone's one-sided drama caused so much confusion and chaos. At the end of the day, they disturbed their own goddamn peace. But you still chose you. I gotta go. Have a good day. Thank you for your time. I'm Naya. Genuine respect.